Hello, everybody. I figured since most people should be either finishing their first project or will be finishing it soon, that I should probably show you how to get your finished project into that virtual journal. I did explain this to the students in class this week, but everyone could probably use a reminder, and this is for the virtual students too, to kind of figure this out if you haven't figured this out. So I'm going to kind of show you my screen and show you what to do. So I'm just going to demonstrate with fifth hour, but all my hours have this. So if you click on your class, Google Classroom, and go to classwork, you will see that last week I put an assignment that said make a copy of this, and I didn't really explain much more. So if you did that, great, but if not, what you were supposed to do is click on this slide presentation that I shared with you, okay? And once that opens up, you're supposed to go to File, and then make a copy right here of the entire presentation, because this is my presentation, but I want you to have your own copy. So click entire presentation, and the very first thing you should do is X out my name. So I'm going to delete copy of Miss Hannon's, and then you're going to put in your name. I'll just put in Joe Smith and the hour you are in, and then make a copy. And then once you see in the title up here, this is Joe Smith's virtual sketchbook. It's now yours, if that's your name up there, to kind of change and edit and add and do whatever you want to do with it. Now I do have my Bitmoji here. Once this is you can't change my stuff, but once it's your copy, you can change whatever you want. If you don't want my Bitmoji on your thing, you can kind of backspace and delete that. Now I have the Bitmoji icon on my Chromebook. If you go to the Chromebook extension, the Chromebook web store, and add the Bitmoji extension, and you can add that up on your toolbar, and then you'll have access to all the Bitmojis, and those can be added to any presentation that you do. So, and if you can't do that, it's not a big deal, but I'm just saying that's how I did that. But you can delete mine, you can keep my picture up there, you can add yours if you want to, you don't have to. That was just a little something fun. So once you have a copy of your own virtual art journal, you'll see that I have pages here set aside for different practice things that we do, or notes, or sketches. But we're mainly going to focus on the projects down here. And you can see that I added an example for my 7th and 8th graders. Their first project are graffiti name designs. So this is a photo of the sketches that I did before I started my graffiti name. And then I took a photo. I'm not quite done with it. The background still has to be finished. So I took a halfway through, or a little bit more halfway through photo, and inserted it here. And I'll show you how to do that in a second. And then when I'm done with the background bricks, I'm going to add another photo on there for my finished side. And I realize this is the first assignment we've done, and you may not have taken some progress photos. But what I'm saying now is I'd like you to start, if you haven't, for the next assignment at least, I would like you to take a picture of your beginning. You should always begin with some beginning sketches. Take a picture of it, halfway through, take a picture of it, and then when you're done, take a picture of it. So like I say, if you don't have it done now, that's okay for the first one, but from now on, I've been kind of telling my in-class students to do that. But my virtual kids, you can start at the next assignment, but you can what I want you to at least do is get your finished one on this finished side. So let me show you how to do that. On the next page, I have a fish name design. So for my 6th graders, their first assignment was a fish name design. So when you finish that, you got a couple different options. Your first option is to simply take a picture of your finished project with your phone. And I told the kids in class to put their phone straight over their picture. So you're like standing up and looking straight down on it. So all you see is below you the picture of your artwork. I really don't want to see background, other things in it, and you want to kind of crop it so all you see is the actual picture. Okay. Now, if you take it with your phone, I don't know if you guys realize, but you can download, I don't know if you can see in here, you can download the Google Slide app, or you can download just the Google Drive app. And that's pretty handy to have on your phone if you have a phone, so that you can just bring up. So what I'm going to do is just bring up this Joe Smith slideshow on my phone. Ooh, I just clicked the Google Slide. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I just clicked it. So now on my phone, I can see the slideshow. So I'm just going to go to the page on my phone that says fish name design, but you're going to see on my screen here in a minute. So once that the fish picture is going to show up, because I just took the fish picture with my phone, and on my phone I see a little plus sign. So I clicked the plus sign, and it says that I want to insert an image from my photos, and I'm going to touch the fish picture I just put. So I can see the fish picture just showed up on my phone, and it will probably take a second with the Wi-Fi here for it to show up. I'm going to kind of refresh here and see if it showed up. So it might, depending on your Wi-Fi, it might take a second to show up, but it should show up right here in a minute. Okay, I'm going to let that kind of process. Like I say, if your Wi-Fi is good, sometimes you see it immediately. I don't know if the Wi-Fi is good in this classroom at the moment, so we'll wait right there. Another way to do it is, what I did is I took a picture with my phone, and then I just basically emailed the picture to myself. And then once I got the picture in my email, I kind of right-clicked and saved it on my computer. So if you want to do it that way, you go to insert an image from your computer, and then you have to know where you saved it. I saved my, I just kind of put it in, it was in my downloads. I just downloaded it to my computer. So I have it right here, and I double click on it, and then it's going to show up right there. Okay. So then I can size it and move it to the finished side. Kind of make it as big as you can fit on this paper. Always drag from the corners so it doesn't get distorted in the proportion and everything. So kind of get it to fit on your paper, but see how I just took a picture of my finished fish. I don't see anything else in the background. That's just what it is. Okay. You can see I added the title. All I did to do that was insert a text box, and you can then click and drag, and then you can name whatever title it is, fish design, whatever it is. Okay. So if you want to get rid of that, you can. If you click on the box and backspace, you can get rid of that. So it should have the title of what the assignment was and a picture of your finished work right here. Like I say, if you had sketches that you did before, I would like to see them on this side. But if you don't for the first one, that's okay. But from now on, I'd like you to start doing that. Now, I did show the kids in class, and I honestly, I don't know if other computers can do this, but if it has a camera, it should. I know the Chromebooks, you can do this. And I showed the students that if you're on the slides that you want to put a picture on, you can also go insert an image from the camera, and your computers, you have to allow it, your computer camera will actually show up right then and there. So if you held your drawing up in front of the camera and then you clicked, oh, it's going to take a picture of me. You can then just click insert and look at that goofy picture. That'll go right there. So if that was your artwork, you can, and you have a camera on your computer, that's a really easy way to do it. You just kind of have to kind of line it up and you'll see it in the window that pops up if your whole picture is getting in there. So that's actually quite easy. That's a goofy picture. I'll delete that. So yeah, a few different ways. So the picture from my phone never even showed up. So I don't know. I think it will eventually. That's what happened last time because maybe I didn't put my Wi-Fi for the school on my phone. But if your Wi-Fi is connected, it usually will go up there pretty quick. So you can do it directly from your phone. You can send the picture to your email, download it on your computer, and save it there, or actually just use your camera on your computer to take it and insert it, okay? So that is how you get images on your virtual journal. So as we continue with class, it's going to be kind of cool to flick through this and see the progression of the work that you've done, okay? As you are finishing assignments, in the beginning here, like I say, I have some pages for just not warm-ups, but some practices, some, sketches and stuff. Whenever you have, some free time, look at something in your house, put something in front of you, draw a sketch of it, just do some practicing. You're never going to get better at anything unless you practice it. So if you want to just do some practice sketches, I know a lot of kids have their own little notebook, sketchbook, and they already have some sketches in that. So I told them that if you have some of your own sketches, you want to do some sketches, you can take pictures of them and add them in that beginning section. All right. So I think that's all I wanted to show you today. So because we're finishing our first assignment, I want you to get a picture of it and get it in here. All right. So if you have any questions, let me know. And, I'll be seeing the 7th and 8th graders on the Google Meet tomorrow. But I think that's it for today. All right. Bye.